Guess what is going to happen at the White House on July 4th? The Ultimate Fighting Championship will stage an historic fight at the White House, which will in part mark America's 250th birthday, which will be the first professional martial arts event ever held at the presidential election. How's that for an announcement? That's according to the UFC chief executive officer, a strange-looking beast named Dana White. Dana White was on CBS Mornings, and he told the host, "It's definitely going to happen." This is so appropriate, isn't it? Huh? A couple of beasts in a cage, beating the fuck out of each other, kicking, stomping, pounding, thrashing, trying to kill, until, I guess, a referee steps in to stop it. I have seen clips from this fucking Roman gladiator shit that all of a sudden so many young white boys in Atlanta, in America, you know, these guys in their 20s and 30s, teens and 20s, I should say, these backward baseball hat wearing fuck ups who, yeah, I'm going to go see that. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, Mr. White, who heads up the Ultimate Fighting Championship, he said he spoke with the toilet rat the other night about doing this. And he plans to meet with the toilet rat and his bitch daughter, Ivanka. Ivanka is in on this. She'll figure out a way to make money on this. Wait and see. Yeah, Ivanka. She'll be the one who walks around the cage, I guess. Do they have rounds in this bullshit, or is it just fight till somebody is incapacitated? I don't even know how. I guess they don't have rounds, do they? But I'm sure Ivanka will be there, possibly in a very revealing gown or shorts or something. I mean, isn't that what they do with these bitches who walk around inside the ring at a regular pugilistic event, carrying up a little sign, holding up a little sign that says round 5 or whatever round it is? Ivanka? So anyway, Mr. White, the purveyor of this fucking violence, he said he will meet with Trump and Ivanka at the end of this month to finalize details and review the venue renderings. I guess that means artists' renditions of what this is going to look like in the White House, in the fucking White House. Mr. Dana White, the head of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, said, quote, "When he called me and asked me to do it, he said, I want Ivanka in the middle of this. So Ivanka reached out to me, and her and I started talking about the possibilities where it would be, and, you know, I put together all these renderings." Yeah, Ivanka called when she reached out to me, and her and I started, you know, sitting around bullshitting about how we're going to do this. Now, this announcement comes on the ass end of the Ultimate Fighting Championship finalizing a 7-year streaming deal with Paramount. Paramount owns CBS. Paramount is, in turn, owned by Skydance Corporation. Paramount just paid millions of dollars in protection money to the toilet rats so that they could merge or be bought by Skydance. So here is one. I'm sure this was worked out before the deal. You're sure? Nah, of course I am. Come on. This shit doesn't just happen spontaneously. So the toilet rat is corrupting every fucking thing he touches. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, Smithsonian Institute, U.S. military, the White House, the Senate, the House, Supreme Court, every fucking thing this beast touches turns to shit. So this is just one more example. The head of the Ultimate Fighting Championship said the Paramount deal is one of the, quote, massive major milestones in my career and in the history of the sport. Quote. A major milestone. He manages to work with the toilet rat and his bitch daughter to totally fuck up and corrupt whatever traditional decency remains in the White House. So Trump, Ivanka, and Mr. White are now going to check out the renderings that Mr. White put together and decide where in the White House they will have these two pugilists beat the fuck out of each other. Oh, and this is part of the celebration, of course, the celebration of 250 years of this country. In a very clear way, this is very appropriate. Two people beating the fuck out of each other. Streamed on television. With people screaming for more blood. Beat him up! Kill the motherfucker! The CEO, White, said the media world is changing, but he believes that pay-per-view is still strong. I wonder how much of the pay-per-view the toilet rat will get and his bitch daughter, Ivanka. Huh? Mr. Fighting Championship White CEO said, I don't know if there's a better way. There's so many disruptors in the world right now. Who would have thought taxi cabs would disappear? Or cable television would start to go away? Really? Were you aware of that, Truth Seeker, that taxi cabs are disappearing? Holy fuck, really? Anyway, this jackoff, White, said that his UFC will continue hosting pay-per-view events while embracing streaming platforms for broader reach. Yeah, we got to get this fucking violence and two people beating each other senseless. We got to get it out there for people to see. This is fucking America, y'all. He added this. Live sports, you have to watch live. You have to tune in. It's a destination watch. Sports are a big deal to these streaming services. Sports. I am just fucking flabbergasted. I really am. Now, as of right now, the two destroyers have not been announced for this great, glorious White House event. The venue, that is the White House, will mark an unprecedented location for a professional mixed martial arts event that regularly fills stadiums and arenas. Beat him! Smash the motherfucker! Beat his head! That's it! Kick him in the fucking throat! Yeah, yeah! The Paramount deal, this Paramount deal places the Ultimate Fighting Championship alongside other major sporting events broadcast on this beaten, fucking useless television network now, CBS, that gave in to the grifting, crazy son of a bitch in the White House. Because Paramount, CBS, still telecasts the Masters Tournament, the NCAA Final Four, and the Super Bowl. And now we are going to have a smash your face, beat the fuck out of each other, kick him, stomp him in the White House. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. You know, the Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.